Have you ever made a choice and thought, yeah, I totally decided that? Well, what if I told you that you didn't? That an invisible hand, one you can't see or feel, is pulling the strings behind your decisions, guiding you like a puppet on a string, and you don't even realize it. Does it sound like something you've experienced? Leave your comment below if this sounds familiar. This isn't science fiction. It's happening right now. To you, to me, to all of us. Why do you crave that one brand of chips? Why did you choose that outfit you're wearing right now? Why did you instantly trust or distrust someone new? What if I told you that free will might just be the greatest illusion of all? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to see the world and your own choices completely differently. And I'll even show you how to break free from the invisible forces controlling you. Let's dive in. 3 hidden forces are controlling your choices right now. First, the power priming. How your brain is being subtly programmed before you even make a decision. Second, the illusion of free will. Why you think you're making choices, but in reality, your brain is running on autopilot. Third, the influence of invisible forces. How marketing, culture, and even your own emotions shape your decisions before you even know what's happening. And here's the wild part. You can actually hack this system to regain control. But more on that later. First, let's break down these forces one by one. Let's start with something sneaky. Priming. Ever walked into a store and immediately felt relaxed because of the music? Or smelled fresh coffee and suddenly needed a cup, even if you weren't thinking about coffee before? That's priming at work. Your brain is constantly picking up subtle cues from your environment, sounds, colors, scents, even wording, and making decisions before you consciously realize it. Example, a study found that when a wine store played French music, people bought more French wine. When they played German music, more German wine. And the kicker? The customers had no idea they were being influenced. So the next time you find yourself making a random decision, pause. Ask yourself, what just influenced me? You might be surprised. Now, let's talk about something really mind-blowing. The idea that you're in control of your decisions? Yeah, not so much. Most of your daily choices aren't made by the conscious you. They're made by your subconscious mind, which is running on pre-programmed patterns. Think about it. When was the last time you had to consciously decide how to brush your teeth or tie your shoes? That's because your brain loves shortcuts. It automates anything it can to save energy, which is why most of your decisions aren't actually decisions. They're habits, biases, and preset responses. So, if these forces are controlling us, how do we break free? Here's the good news. You can break free. You just need to learn how to question your choices. 3 steps to reclaim your decisions. Pause before you act. The moment you feel the urge to buy, react, or choose something, pause. Ask yourself, why do I want this? Trace the influence. Was this thought planted by an ad? A past experience? Social pressure? Make a conscious decision. If you still want it after that, great. But now it's your choice, not someone else's. The moment you start questioning your own thoughts, you start taking your power back. Think of a time when you took control of a situation and felt in control. All right, let's talk about who's really in charge. You think you're choosing your favorite brands? Nope. Marketing teams have been engineering your preferences for years. Logos and colors. Ever wonder why fast food chains use red and yellow? Because those colors trigger hunger and urgency. Scarcity tricks. Ever bought something just because it said only 3 left? That's your brain falling for a scarcity bias. Social proof. You see a product with 50,000 5-star reviews, and suddenly you need it too. And it's not just marketing. Your culture, childhood, and emotions all play a role in what you want, who you trust, and what you fear. So now you know the players. Now, let's talk strategy. How can you spot these influences? How can you make smarter choices? Well, it starts with awareness. Every choice you make, big or small, is a result of cues you may not even be aware of. Recognizing these cues is the first step to reclaiming your choices. Question your reactions. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why do I want this? Where did this belief come from? It might feel uncomfortable at first, like questioning a reflex, but over time, it becomes a superpower. It gives you the ability to choose who or what influences you. So how can you use this knowledge to make smarter choices? Well, it starts with awareness. Every choice you make, big or small, is a result of cues you may not even be aware of. Recognizing these cues is the first step to reclaiming your choices. Question your reactions. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why do I want this? Where did this belief come from? It might feel uncomfortable at first, like questioning a reflex, but over time, it becomes a superpower. It gives you the ability to choose who or what influences you. So now you know your brain is like a supercomputer constantly processing information. And while it's great at automating things to save energy, it means that many of your decisions are made before you even realize it. But don't worry, you're not a powerless puppet. By understanding the invisible hand controlling your choices, you can start to question and challenge these influences. It's a journey, not a switch you flip. But every time you pause, think and choose, you're taking back a little more control. So, what's one decision today that you're going to question? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear. And if you want more mind-blowing insights like this, hit that subscribe button. The truth is, we'll never be 100% free from influence. But once you see the strings being pulled, you can decide which ones to cut. Here's the good news. You can break free. You just need to learn how to question your choices. Here are key points in 3 steps to reclaiming your decisions. 1. Pause before you act. The moment you feel the urge to buy, react, or choose something, pause. Ask yourself, why do I want this? 2. Trace the influence. Was this thought planted by an ad? A past experience? Social pressure? 3. Make a conscious decision. If you still want it after that, great, but now it's your choice, not someone else's. The moment you start questioning your own thoughts, you start taking your power back. See you in the next one. Stay curious. Stay in control. Want to dive deeper into the psychology of decision making? Hit the subscribe button, and together, we'll explore how your emotions and biases shape your choices, even when you think you're being rational.